speaking of 8, we can move on to topic 4. Super Junior's 8th album.
Oh, 8. Oh, okay, there you go. I was like, what? Like,
were you thinking I was gonna do like Half-Life 3 kind of thing?
I didn't know you were.
4 times 2 equals 8.
I was like, well, wait, no, there's 7 members now, so that's not it. Like,
no, it's the 8th album.
Okay.
It's so weird seeing
Super Junior play. But
it's so weird seeing Super Junior this thin in terms
so
of
small. Yeah,
I was like,
I put that as my comments in the title track.
I was
like, this is what we're gonna feel like seeing SNSD as a 5-member.
Yeah, because
the only time
they just look so small.
Like, prior to meeting you guys, the only time I ever really paid attention to Super Junior is the one time they had like that crazy concert when they had like Super Junior and SNS. It was like before they started doing KCON and shit. Like it was like some random concert in California. They had like outdoors and like some
was it an SM town?
No, it wasn't an SM town. They had a bunch of other groups, but it was like Super Junior, Soshi, Sans, everyone that was doing dramas at the time. I don't know. There was like a bunch. It was like I remember it was on YouTube. It was like one of like the first like live YouTube videos I ever remember watching. And I was watching it on like my crappy like 1 megabit per second download cable or like DSL or whatever. But no, it's so weird to see them so thin in terms of members, because when I saw them like then they had like it felt like they had 1 billion.
Well, they're literally half the size. Like I think at most they had 15.
Yeah. I think it was close to that.
So. Yeah,
if you count,
I mean, they invented the large,
they definitely did.
Large group concept. Like there would be no like 17 is the new Super Junior.
Yeah, which is
honestly,
probably why like I see similarities between the two, but
yeah, I definitely put that in my comments too. And before, like, overall, just heads up, I don't know, I just had a huge smile on my face listening to this entire album. I loved it. Spoilers.
Yeah, it's good.
So starting off with Black Suit, which is the title track.
Another thing I want to say before we start. I really like the album art.
Tee. That's gonna go. That's gonna go in an end card. That
happened this year.
That's gonna go in an end card.
Anyways, I really like the album art. I think it's really cool, like with the members like standing in between and on top of the letters.
They're ghosts. They go through the they go through the letters.
Well, Ye Song is literally like inside of the A. But anyways, let's move on to the songs.
First song. Yep. So first song is Black Suit, which is the title track. Like straight away, I just love the synth, and then the horns get added. Like it sounds like a modern version of a Suju song. Like it sounds exactly what it needed to be.
Straight up like old school like K-pop. Like I really like it.
They're going for this electronic swing vibe, which has been kind of popular in just music in general lately. So
but that's what Suju did. Like that was the type of music they did.
This definitely fits them well. But it's funny because like at least for me, it just kind of sounds like it kind of sounds like something that might come out like a couple of years ago, and I'm just like, it feels like Suju hasn't aged.
Well, I think really they should do that, because now all they really have is their dedicated fans who they want to hear Super Junior music.
They don't need to chase trends.
Suju
doesn't need to chase trends, and I mean
like they're already millionaires. I don't think they really need to appeal to the mass market anymore.
Suju's in that SES position where they just need to. Where everyone's like, oh my god, they're back. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what they're up to now. Oh, it sounds like the old stuff. Okay, I like this. Yeah, that's basically sort of like the position they're in, because there are some people that are younger than Suju. Like the people that listen to K-pop, they're actually younger than the group.
Oh my god. Oh, that's scary.
Younger than the group has been around.
Like like before they were born after Suju debuted.
2005.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
There are probably 12-year-olds listening to K-pop right now, easily.
God.
Which means I'm more than twice their age.
They're 7 years younger than me.
Hey, didn't you start listening when you were 12?
Yeah, I know, but it's weird to think, because when I got into it, I was like the youngest person around. Like I would go on online communities and stuff.
Someone out there is the new you.
Yeah.
Well, because mostly everyone was like high school and college age. I noticed.
That's gonna be who we replace the DaebakCast with whenever we retire.
It's the 12-year-olds now. Yeah.
I like the MV in this too. Like it's like weird, like they're at a fancy auction and then they just start killing each other. Like there's this giant brawl and like, and then, fancy
they have
clothes.
Like freaking
in
like
reverse.
It's definitely Suju. they have like they're wearing black suits and like fur coat sort of things. It's very. I think Suju sort of pioneered the like well dressed gentleman style of like sort of K-pop MV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like Super Junior is like a classic. Like
yeah.
I've noticed that a lot of their old like classic songs like Sorry Sorry, Mr. Simple and stuff are kind of being overlooked by a lot of the new fans.
Well, because
like,
it's so old, which is kind of nice. Why?
Well,
like,
it's moving on to a new generation. I get it.
Which is kind of nice. Why like Sorry Sorry got used in Brutus, because a lot of like a newer generation.
Well, it's iconic.
A newer generation of K-pop fans just sort of get to exposed to this music for once.
Yeah.
But if anything, Suju definitely sounds like it's from the era.
Dun, dun, dun,
Jesus Christ, Nate's too into it. But Suju definitely sounds like more of the era when they were taking more from J-pop than they were from like American music. Because this sort of reminds me of like, I don't know, like Exile or something like that, which is sort of Exile is basically the Japanese Super Junior, where they're just old as hell and they have a bunch of members. So. Like there's like Exile goes from like 18 to 40, I think. Not even joking.
It's so weird.
Because they have generations, so like they make a new group every single like generation. So, which would be interesting if Suju. I mean, Suju kind of does that because they kept adding members after a certain point. So.
Well, no, they only added one member.
Yeah.
And then kicked them out.
Which is Kyuhyun. Wait, no, Hanggang was in the original group.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Henry, but like does
Henry wasn't part of Super
Henry.
Junior.
Well, they were going to add Henry.
They were going.
Doesn't count.
No, they were going to add Henry and Jomi, but the Super Junior fans were like, "Hell no, we don't want any more people in our perfect group." And then
now they're like, "Hell no,
well, we signed a contract with these guys, so they have to be added."
And now they're like, "Hell no, we don't want this guy. We don't want this one person coming back because he married someone without our consent."
Yes.
Yeah,
granted, the other guys were
really
like
stupid.
in serious scandals. Like one of them, like their dog bit someone and ended up dying. Jesus Christ.
Jeez. Wait, the person died from their dog biting?
Yeah, like apparently, like one of the I forget the name of the member of like of Suju, but his dog got out and then like he bit someone in the leg and then there was a complication and then the person ended up dying. So it was a huge controversy.
Jesus Christ. Probably to
I did hear about
huge
some
settlement for that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Plus, several of them have done drinking and driving.
Oh Lord! Well, they've been around long enough to get into all this sort of nonsense. So.
Yeah, they're all like
really
35, 36. So okay, moving on to Scene Stealer, which is a more like funky hip hop style song. Like this is almost like it's like a hip hop song, but not trying to be BTS. So it's like a Super Junior style hip hop song.
Old school, really old school.
No, this is Super Junior trying to like do like a Bruno Mars style funk 70s type song, which I like. Works well with them. Like they're doing, like it's weird to hear Super Junior do like rap singing, but it's not necessarily like the rap singing that you'd hear. It's like the early like hip hop.
It's not sing rap. It's rap sing.
Yeah. It's like the. It's like the really early like hip hop like Run DMC style like singing like rapping
exactly.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, I really like the song.
This
might be one of my favorites. Yeah, I really would like an MV for this song. I don't think SM would do that for us, but
hey, they own their own label. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, label SJ.
Yep. Next is One More Chance. Which is a ballad pop song. I don't know if you guys watched the MV, but I really like the colors in the MV.
Oh, there was an MV for this? I missed it.
Yeah. It was good, actually.
Yeah, it was. And this really shows off their, like, singing
This was the pre-release single, right?
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just really shows off their singing ability, I think, which is good for people like new to Super Junior to get this type of song.
What this song sounded like me the first time I heard it was it's like a Big Bang ballad, but by Super Junior.
Yeah.
I
know.
Like it's just like a Big Bang ballad. Which I'm not complaining. So.
It didn't stand out as much to me. It was alright though. But yeah, their vocals are good.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yep. Next is Good Day for a Good Day. A Good Day is over here. I was gonna reach for the Good Day album, but what?
This is so good.
Good Day.
This is my favorite song. Yeah. So like,
because again, you love that Motown 70s like it disco inspired sort of stuff. So this is right up your alley.
Yep, this is easily my favorite song. Like, the instrumentals from the beginning, the chorus, and the build up to it, they switched, like, during the second verse, they completely switched the instrumentals to, like, a guitar, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just everything about the song. I love this song.
Again, it's just, like, straight up pop that, like, you can only get from, like, a lot of times you can only get from, like, the really old K-pop groups that have been around for such a long time.
Yep.
Because of, again, like, that influence from Japan way back when, because, like...
Yeah.
It's
not really a sound you hear anymore these days. That's probably why.
Yeah, well, it's because it's not really trendy in the States at the moment, you know? The super ultra poppy stuff. Like, I really like hearing this kind
Outside
of stuff.
Of Bruno Mars.
Yeah. I really like hearing it. It's refreshing to hear stuff that's, like, legacy, I guess, you know?
Yep. Yeah, this whole album is just like a throwback.
You mean it's not standard? It's not modern? It's not extent. Oh, you don't get the joke, Jacob.
What did you say?
Nothing. It's a Magic the Gathering joke. You said it's legacy. Or just like, I don't know.
I thought maybe you were making fun of me for being young again.
No. God, but no, you were around when Suju was making music, so you're not that...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. So moving on to Runaway, which is my second favorite song. Now this is like way more youthful than I expected from Suju, but
like
it still fit really well. Like, it still fit really well though. Like, it's just like a fun, youthful, like, pop song with really good instrumentals.
Mm-hmm. This song reminds me of someone, but I couldn't really figure out who when I was listening to it, you know?
Maybe,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Maybe some type of soloist it sort of reminds me of.
Maybe. But yeah, it's a good song. I really enjoyed it. Like, again, every song, like, you know, it sounds good, and it's a really good album. This is probably one of their best albums for me, actually.
That's what I was gonna say, like, I don't know what
SM's
like been doing this year.
Sort of thing, you know?
SM's just been killing it this year in albums.
Well, because maybe it's just because a lot of these older groups, they're just like, okay, do whatever the fuck you want, because we have no idea what we're doing.
Well, also it could be like a lot of their new talent and producing and stuff, like London Noise and all those kind of guys.
They're reaching out definitely because that's probably
because they did not have them way back when.
Because they were
Kenzie,
definitely reliant on like just like their same set of producers that they're basically teddying the entire like line of SM artists.
Like Kenzie used to write like every
song.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know, just like Holiday Night, My Voice, this, Taemin's album, like, just everything's been so good. Like, both.
I think
did you see that they changed their logo for some random reason?
I don't know.
Did they?
I don't know.
I didn't
they
notice
changed
that.
it. It's like an S and then like it's.
Oh,
not
no,
like
SM did, yeah.
It's not like
I thought you were saying
Super
Super Junior.
No, not Super Junior.
No, but I think at the end of the year we're gonna have we should have. I already started making a list of like the best like label.
Best albums?
No, best label. We're gonna have best album.
Oh, yeah.
Like best like company or whatever in terms of like.
Well, for me, we already know who the two.
I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know.
High Grind.
It's not necessarily. Yeah, it might not necessarily be like SM or whatever, but we'll see.
No, for me it'd be between High Ground and SM.
Yeah. I think it's easily SM for me, but DSP.
DSP
company of the year.
Yeah.
And April and did Ajax come out? Ajax?
No, Ajax doesn't exist.
He had a Japanese song.
Wait, yeah, they had a Japanese song. You're lying.
We talked about it. Okay.
Who's Ajax? What?
Moving on to The Lucky Ones, which is like slower, more chill pop song.
It's a cover of EXO's The Lucky One.
Which is one of my favorite EXO songs. But no, this is alright too.
Yeah, this one, like, it's hard to explain, but I don't know, I might just be crazy because I love Tropical House, but to me it seemed like it has some very, very subtle Tropical House influences. Probably. Like the way that, like, the vocal effects and like the harmonizations they do sounded like something that would be in a Tropical House song. Not necessarily the instrumentals, but just like the way they were singing.
Even the instrumentals, they kind of give off like a reggae vibe almost.
Probably that's what they were.
Like it's like a back and forth, you know, kind of.
Okay.
Just, you know,
I'm not crazy. I'm not just hearing Tropical House everywhere.
You probably are.
I wouldn't say tropical house, but like tropical vibes. I would say though.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't have to be house, but
it's definitely more like a summer song than a winter song. Even though winter's coming up fast.
Winter is coming. Winter's here.
Which means it's time for G-Friend to do another
spoilers
seasonal album.
Spoilers for Game of Thrones. Winter is here.
Oh, I stopped watching like years ago.
Yeah, I only watched like season 2.
Good.
I'm gonna wait for it. I'm waiting for Game of Thrones to end, and I'm just gonna binge watch all of it because
oh my god, that's gonna be.
I watched
that
too much
honestly
anime.
is gonna be the best way to watch it. Because like I've heard people watch like binging, like rewatching it, and they say binging it is just so much better.
Well, because the problem I have with American TV is that this happens, and then it's like you have to wait a year after. I'm just like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
At least with anime, I can sort of, if it's something that has a second season, I can sort of rewatch it. Yeah, I can rewatch it because it's just like only 30 minutes long, but all these American TV shows are like an hour freaking long. Anyway.
Yeah, like you're gonna wait a year for Stranger Things? Come on, man.
Yeah. I need to go back and rewatch season 1 because I feel like I'm missing stuff in season 2. It was amazing though.
I haven't even watched season 2.
Yo, watch it.
Dude, watch it. Very good.
It's so dope.
Yeah, I need to. Next is Yoja Chingu. Not really. It's Girlfriend, but yeah, it's Yopopo.
G-Friend.
It's not G-Friend. It's actually something different in Korean. It's not Yoja Chingu.
It's pretty something. Pretty sight.
I don't know.
Bo?
You look pretty.
Pretty something. I don't know what Boya means.
You look pretty visuals. I don't know, something like that.
But yeah, this is just like classic Suju pop song.
Love it though. Actually, this is one of my standout songs in the album because like the instrumental, like I love like the piano chords are so simple, but they do a good job of playing around with the accidentals or like changing the keys so that it's just not generic sounding. And yeah, it works
says
well
look.
with this
It means
style.
look pretty.
Okay, so that makes sense. So I don't know why the subtitle is Girlfriend, but okay, I guess it probably makes more
Girlfriend
sense.
who looks pretty.
What if your girlfriend looks ugly, huh?
Well, then you can't listen to the song.
Big up.
I like, again, it's another song that is really nice and solid. This one reminded me of more of like something maybe like EXO would come out with.
Yeah, definitely. Like
again,
they definitely. That's probably where EXO got their sort of inspiration from. When these kind of like this sounds like unfair or just like a lot of like they do a lot of the same piano chord sort of type of things.
Though again, they share producers, so I'm not really surprised. Like so
probably not. But no, they do it well. Song. And I mean, Suju is the legacy of like groups like EXO. So and
well, I mean, TVXQ is not gonna do much from now on. I mean, maybe they'll come out with an album, but I mean, they're not dead. They just came out from the military, but like. I'm not. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Crazy music video a couple months ago.
Yeah, that crazy one
for the SM Station song.
That apparently had.
That song was amazing.
I still couldn't find freaking Boa in that music video. I kept looking. I couldn't.
Boa's in it.
Yeah, somebody in YouTube or Reddit said that Boa's some extra in the music video. I'm just like, I can't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. If you could find Boa in that TVXQ music video, please like comment it. Give us a timestamp.
Next is Spin Up, which is another like big band like funky pop song.
Yeah, I like their funk influence in this entire album. It definitely suits them well.
There's a lot of it. Yep.
I really like it when they incorporate big band stuff like or even just like brass sort of type of
trumpets,
brass or saxophone and
this
stuff
album
like that.
Was very heavy on the brass. Even in like obviously in Black Suit, it was definitely used, and then like the brass inspired sort of instrumentals.
Yeah, like on Holiday Night, my favorite non-title track was Sweet Talk probably. And I love the dirty sax in that song. Yeah. It's awesome.
Give me that sweet talk,
just
baby,
like this.
I want it. Yeah.
Can't think.
So it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see the parallels between Holiday Night and this album. It's definitely their Holiday Night.
It's very like. Well, I mean, there are brother and sister groups.
Yeah,
technically.
basically.
People always forget about that.
Yep, they are. Next is Too Late. So this is like it's a slower ballad pop song, but like right at the beginning has some really cool instrumentals that like persist through the whole song.
Yeah, this is another like sort of like piano and like with piano chord type of like pop song. It's again it kind of reminds me of EXO, which I love this song as well.
Yep.
Yeah. One thing that's it's like the beat is really simple. Like it's just back and forth sort of like drum beat basically.
Yeah.
And but the like progression of the vocals go really well with it, like oddly enough. Like normally that would sound kind of boring, but like the vocals, the sort of back and forth of the beat goes really well with the vocals in the song. I really like this song.
Yeah. Yep. And last but not least is I Do, which this reminds me of a Day 6 song. It's like piano-based rock ballad.
It's like a rock ballad.
Like, it's a really good ending choice. Or like, I thought it was a really good ending song.
Yeah, it sounds like a rock ballad from like the late 70s, early 80s kind of thing almost.
Yep.
Like in the beginning with the sort of piano parts. And then it gets more into like the more like modern sort of like soft rock pop sort of vibes, I guess. It has a really strong chorus too, so yeah.
Yep, I liked that. So overall, for me, I did a 5 out of 6, a 3 out of 3, and a 1 out of 1.
9.
I thought this was a 9 out of 10 easily. And that's just how I spread it out. Like I don't know how I probably would if I was allowed to do halves, I probably would have done like 5.5 and 2.5. That like I don't really think it's a 3 out of 3 for. I don't think it's a 3 out of 3, but I don't think it's a 6 out of 6. But I think it's a 9.
Like,
so
I don't know. That's why
I just gave it the 3 out of 3.
Yeah, I only ended up giving it an 8 because the album necessarily didn't blow me away. It just really, where it was really solid, it was really solid. But yeah, in terms of concept, I guess it just didn't necessarily like. I don't know if I could justify giving it a 3 out of 3 as well. But no, this is definitely for an 8 out of 8. Like to steal some like Anthony Fantano shit. It's like it's a strong 8 to a decent 9 or whatever he does.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably. It's really hard. Like I'm also between like 8 and 9. Like it doesn't feel like an 8, but I also don't want to give it a 6 out of 6 or 3 out of 3.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna do that as well. Is just give it the 3 out of 3 because honestly, like it doesn't feel like a 6 out of 6, but I really like the album and I really think it's solid. So yeah, I'd give it a 5 out of 6, 3 out of 3, and then a 1 out of 1 for the bias point, and give it a 9.
So that round
gives a 9 overall.
Yeah. So yeah, God, this is a good week.
The truly Daebak album.
Minus EXIDs at the 7, but damn, how many? We have to keep track of how many 9s and 10s we've been giving because I think it's. We'll have to see how many 9s and 10s we give this year in comparison to
this year's been insane. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just to see.
There's been a lot of really good albums.
It sounds like we're blowing smoke up everyone's ass because we keep giving like 8, 9s, and 10s, but it's just been that good of a year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, it's also like a music genre that we like live, breathe, and eat and sleep.
Yeah.
Well, no, normally I'm very critical of like things. Like I've given 6s before or whatever. It's just
yeah. But for me, like I just love this shit so much
gave this
that
6
honestly,
today.
like I'm fine with giving. I'm fine with giving stuff 8 all the time. You know.
No, yeah, I was thinking about that like earlier this week too. I was like. I give so many like 9s and 10s, but like
no,
I just love these albums. Like
you're the Paula Abdul
so
of truly Daebak.
I am.
Yeah, or as I'm the Simon. I'm the Simon
I just
Cowell,
love
basically.
them.
Yeah, and I get to be Randy Jackson.
Yo, dog.
I just
love that
everything.
Music, dog.
Yeah, you don't say dog enough.
I actually do in my normal speech though. I'd be like, "Damn, dog."
That's funny.
No, yeah, that'll be your speech thing. I say hella a lot, so. Because I pretend I'm from the West Coast. But no, I think it's just been an insane year for music, so that's probably why it's just been everything's just been 8, 9s, and 10s. And it's gonna be like my short list for like top albums of the year is at like 15 albums.
It's gonna be a nightmare.
It's gonna be a nightmare. Even separating it between like full album and like mini album, it's ridiculous. So
yeah.
we're in trouble next month.
I'm between 3 in the number 1 spot for album of the year. Like it's ridiculous. Like
yeah.
Ugh.
I don't even know. I'd have to go back.
We'll have to like bookmark this year in terms of like how well K-pop is doing. Just like so much good shit has been coming out. Usually
it's on an upward trend, like for real.
Like
especially with like BTS coming on the AMAs and all that.
And
like
freaking
it's
Ellen
ridiculous.
and Jimmy Kimmel and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah. They're going
They're
hard.
following in SNSD footsteps.
If there's any
they were on Jimmy Fallon, weren't they?
No, they weren't.
No, what were they on?
Wait, aren't they also going on Jimmy Fallon or something?
I don't know. No, because Jimmy
They're
Fallon.
on David Letterman.
They're
on Letterman.
No, because that'd be they filmed Tonight Show in New York City, and I
Yeah,
definitely hear about
was
BTS
on
coming into New York
David
City.
Letterman.
Oh, David Letterman. That's right. I was gonna say I couldn't remember what they were on.
It's the same show but different hosts.
Yeah.
No, David Letterman, CBS. So he's
Oh yeah, I forgot
Jimmy
about
Fallon
that whole
is Tonight
controversy.
Show. Late Show was Letterman, which got taken over by Colbert. But
yeah, Late Show. Yep, that's right.
yeah, but anyway, but if
Didn't he
there's any
start
time,
that because he didn't get the Tonight Show?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but if there's any time to get to K-pop or any time to subscribe to K-pop podcast, it's now because there's just so much good shit coming out. So that's it.
Yep.
Indeed.
All right, that does it.
All right,
Short show.
so
only half.
thanks
hour
for
and a half.
listening.
Yeah,
Thanks
not
for
bad for
listening.
forums.
We had some good albums this week. Thank you and
One
goodbye.
horrible title track.
I didn't think it was bad.
Stay creamy.
Robin.
And for the love of God, don't release anything as bad as DDD again, please.
Next is the title track, which is Crazy Sexy Cool.
Crazy.
Which sounds like a Super
Sexy,
Junior
cool
title because
yeah, like Sexy Free and Single.
Sexy Free and Single.
Basically, just like
I'm
words.
ready to bingo, which makes me want to shoot someone because there's such an obvious rhyme there.
Bingo.
Dude.
Mingle. It was right there in front of you.
I mean,
It even